There are things a man can say that seem harmless, maybe even sweet or honest, but don't be fooled. Behind those words might lie emotional avoidance, psychological manipulation, and a complete refusal to grow. And if you ignore these signs, you risk pouring your heart into a relationship that slowly erodes your self-worth, confuses your intuition, and clouds your inner clarity. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 phrases avoidant men often use, and what they really mean. If you hear any of these, I'm telling you, walk away, not later. Now, because your peace, your emotional center, and your self-mastery are worth far more than someone who won't meet you at the same depth you're willing to go. You have to accept me as I am. On the surface, it sounds like a plea for authenticity, but in the mouth of an avoidant man, it often becomes a shield used to deflect accountability. Carl Jung taught us that growth begins when we stop blaming others and start integrating the parts of ourselves we've rejected. So when a man says, "That's just who I am," after you bring up something hurtful he's done, he's not being honest. He's being stagnant. He's saying, "I won't change, even if my behavior is harming you." But real love demands evolution. As Marcus Aurelius put it, the perfection of character is to live each day as if it were your last, without laziness, without pretense. You are not here to carry someone else's emotional baggage. You're not here to row the relationship boat alone while he refuses to even lift a paddle. If he uses "accept me as I am" as an excuse to stay emotionally unavailable, walk away. All my exes were crazy. This one might sound like harmless venting, but behind those words is a very dangerous mindset, victimhood. According to Stoic wisdom, peace comes from within, not from blaming others for your discomfort. And yet, this man has made a habit of casting all his past partners as villains, while painting himself as the innocent one. Ask yourself, can it really be that every single woman he dated was toxic? Or is he avoiding responsibility again? Carl Jung would say that what we fail to make conscious ends up controlling us. Men who speak this way are often projecting. Their exes aren't the problem, their unhealed wounds are. And here's the twist. If you ignore this pattern, you'll eventually become his next crazy ex. It's not about love, it's about repeating a cycle. Walk away before you become another chapter in his blame-filled story. If you really loved me, you'd... This one is emotional blackmail in disguise. It turns love into a weapon. And suddenly, your choices aren't yours anymore. They're loyalty tests. The Stoics believed love must come from freedom, not fear. So when a man says, "If you really love me, you'd do this," he's not testing your love. He's testing how much of yourself you're willing to give up. This is manipulation wrapped in a bow. And over time, this pattern doesn't stop. It escalates. What starts as a small compromise becomes complete self-abandonment. Carl Jung warned us that love without consciousness becomes control. You are not here to be someone's emotional hostage. If he ties your worth to your willingness to obey, walk away. You're not enough for me. Few things cut deeper than this. It feels like truth, but it's not. This phrase is not a reflection of you. It's a mirror of his inner emptiness. His need to belittle is just a way to avoid his own inadequacy. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not let another man's soul rule over yours." When a man tries to shrink you, make you second-guess your brilliance, or implies you need to change to earn his love, that's not honesty, that's control. You are already enough. You always have been. If he can't see your light, it's because he's still stuck in his shadows. Walk away. Do whatever you want, said with coldness or irony. This sounds like freedom, but it's a trap. It's not permission. It's passive-aggressive manipulation, designed to make you feel guilty for making your own decisions. Carl Jung said the shadow manipulates through silence and ambiguity. This phrase is a prime example. When a man says this, he's refusing to communicate like an adult. He wants you to guess his feelings, to tiptoe, to chase emotional clarity in a fog he created. But you are not here to decode cryptic messages. You are here to be loved in clarity, not confusion. So when you hear this phrase, do exactly what he said, but not the way he meant it. Do what you want, and walk away, with peace and without apology. Each of these phrases may seem small, but they're part of a bigger pattern, one where avoidance, manipulation, and emotional stagnation take center stage. A pattern that drains your energy, clouds your judgment, and disconnects you from your truth. Jungian psychology and Stoic philosophy both remind us your emotional freedom is sacred, and love, real love, cannot exist without accountability, growth, and mutual respect. So if an avoidant man speaks to you in these ways, don't explain it away. Don't try to change him. And don't stay hoping he'll evolve. You've worked too hard to build your peace. Don't hand it over to someone who hasn't even begun building theirs. Walk away, not out of pride, but out of self-respect, because the greatest act of love is the one you give to yourself. If this video resonated with you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with a woman who needs to hear it. And remember, you're not here to fix anyone. You're here to grow beside someone who's doing the inner work too. Stay strong, stay wise, stay you.